everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things, and today I'm going to talk about The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho? You know I'm bad with names. It's on the 2024 reading challenge, and it is number 20. Yeah. Okay, so first I wanted to talk about this Owen double shot. It's a non-dairy coffee shake. And so, I like Owen because it's a protein shake that it's not made with dairy, and because dairy upsets my stomach. But I had never seen the coffee ones except for online, and I'd never tried them before. And I was walking through HEB, I think it was, and this was in the little section that they have where you can just, take your drink, like singles. There's like Coke and juices and stuff. I saw this, and I was like, well, I gotta try it. And, it's pretty good. Don't go into it thinking that you're getting a Starbucks caramel macchiato, because I think it's made with pea protein. Like, it's not made with a milk. Normally, I get a caramel macchiato made with oat milk, and it's really creamy because of the oat milk. But this is kind of more watery, more coffee-based. But, like, a watery coffee, I don't know how to explain it. It's good, just not Starbucks or Dunkin' Donut caramel macchiato, okay? That's what I was gonna say. It's made with pea protein and pumpkin seed protein. And yeah,
Here you go.
Thank you. It's sweetened with monk fruit. And it's the caffeine in it is green coffee bean. Anyway, it's tasty. I'm gonna probably drink like half of this today and save the rest for another time. But it's 100% plant-based. It's got 0 net carbs. It's non-GMO. It's gluten-free, vegan, and there's no dairy, soy, or wheat gluten, and no sesame seeds or peanuts or tree nuts. So I was excited about that. Now that I'm done talking about that, I know that was like a whole infomercial type thing, but I was really surprised. And I'm not sponsored by anyone, but Owen, if you're out there and you want to sponsor me, I know I have 27 people, but hey. Anyway, let's get on to the reading challenge. The Alchemist was pretty good. It was short. I listened to it. It's on Audible. It's only 4 hours long. So it's a short book, and I think that it has other little, the same author. There's little books that are 2 to 4 hours long, and I kind of want to listen to all of them now. I oddly enjoyed this. I listened to it twice just to make sure that I didn't miss anything, and the story is kind of don't give up on your dreams, and keep going when things get tough. Also, bad things happen in threes, because they do. I liked it. It starts out in Spain, I believe. It starts out in Spain with the shepherd boy, and he's a reader. So, whoop whoop, reader. And I'm trying not to, I don't want to spoil it, but I just want to talk about it. It was good. He kept having dreams, and they were like the same dream over and over again. So he went to a psychic, and the psychic was like, follow your dream. This is, important. But thanks. But I want 10% of your treasure. And then he meets a king. My kid's bringing me cars and airplanes, different kinds of vehicles. Oh, thank you. They're different trucks and airplanes. They're the ones that you pull them back and they go. Except some of them are broken. Toddler life is rough on them. Thank you. I'm gonna put them right here, okay? So this boy, or I guess they say he's a boy, but I figure he's gotta be like a young man because, or like a teenager because, he's already thinking about females. Specifically the one that he sees every year whenever he goes and takes his sheep to this, I think he's a tailor. This person, and he finds out like he's reading, and the girl because he's waiting because the guy is busy, and this girl comes out and she's like, you can read? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, how did you learn that? And he goes, the way everyone learns to read. I went to school. And she's like, oh, I don't know how to read. So I thought that was interesting, that it kind of gave you an idea of what kind of area he was in. And he really struggles with the idea of leaving to go follow his dream. And I think we all can relate to that. Struggling to find what we want to, be like, okay, I want to do this. And then you're like, maybe when I have more money, or maybe when my kid is older, or, well, when I'm skinnier, or when I'm stronger. And sorry, my kid is climbing behind me. And I feel like he does, you see that struggle, and then he's like, I'm all in. And you have allergies? What kind of allergies do you have? Do you need me to clean your nose? Are you itchy? Do you need medicine? What? Okay. She keeps telling me she has allergies. Anyway. So, I guess this is kind of this video is going to be kind of a spoiler, I guess. If I haven't already said that, because I just want to talk about it. And so, finally, he follows his dreams, and he sees a new land. It's a boat ride. He mentions that when he woke up that morning, he was in one place, and then he traveled, and now he's going to sleep in another place. And I was like, that is so cute. Unfortunately, some things happened so that he was sleeping outdoors again, and was penniless. But he didn't give up. He was like, alright. And so he was like, I gotta find a way to make money, and I gotta do this. And so He did. He found a shop and he just walked in. He was like, will you give me some food if I clean your window? And he cleaned the person's window, and the person was like, I would have given you food anyway, because that his religion said that he had to, you have to feed the hungry. And the boy was like, so why did you let me clean your window? And he's like, because you needed to. And they kind of start working together to make this little shop bigger and better than it was. And there's a lot of talk about omens and, like if you see a butterfly, it's a loved one talking to you, being like, you're good. Or there's something about a blue cricket. I don't know that one, but they talk about it in the book. I was like, I'm gonna have to look that one up. But I thought that it was really interesting that he never gave up on his dream. He was like, okay, this is where my dream, like his physical dreams, were telling him that if he went, he'd find treasure. And so he was like, okay, we're going to keep going. And he had always read about the pyramids. I think he was going to the pyramids, but he had to travel. And so he was like, picked himself back up and found a job to make money. And he kept contemplating while he was there, okay, I'm just going to make enough money to buy my sheep back and to, my boat ride home. And then he made more than that. He was like, to the guy that had taken him in, he was like, okay, I'm going to be going. I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to go back home. And he's like, you're not going back home. You're not going back home. And sure enough, the boy got to where he was going to be, and he was like, I'm going that way. And he gets stuck again in a different place, and he meets these people along the way that they kind of encourage him, but not nicely. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, let me just do this for you. No, they don't see him as a little boy, even though the book refers to him as the boy. But the people he's meeting with doesn't see him as a boy. They're like, you're on a mission. We'll help you the best we can, but we're not going to do it for you. We're not going to just be like, bloop, bloop. He actually had to work for it. And, he meets his love of his life along the way. Different times, of course. So there's no scenes. There's no, I guess it's inappropriate in that culture, but it wasn't inappropriate to me. Something happens and he needs to talk to her, but it's still night hours, so he pays someone to go get her, and then they go for a walk at night in the dark alone, which in that culture is frowned upon because virtue and all of that stuff. But they just hug. They don't kiss. They don't do any touchy-feely anywhere else. They just hug. And so I think that says a lot about his upbringing and who he is. Also, there's a point where he has the opportunity to tell someone that they should have followed their dreams instead of becoming a baker. And he decides against it, and then later he tells someone that they chose the wrong path, like, you should have followed your dreams, and this could have happened, and this would have happened, and this would have happened. And the person is like, ugh. like really kind of disappointed and down. And in his mind, he goes, "Well, it's a good thing I didn't tell the baker." Yeah. So I think I took from that you should only, like, you should pretty much stay in your own lane. That's what I got from that. And I was like, that's a good point. Because you don't want to tell someone, oh, hey, instead of becoming a parent, you should have gone traveling first. What? Or I've actually been told something similar. Someone told me when I was a young adult, I was like 20. No, I think I was younger than that. Anyway, they were like, you should have partied more. What? And it was an older person telling it to me, and I was like, I was kind of upset about that because it's my life. It's my life. If I wanted to party, I would have partied. If I wanted to drink and do drugs, I would have done it. I had the opportunities. Like, I'm not a sweet little angel. I didn't stay to good girls and good boys. I had friends that did stuff, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm allowed to be that way. Turns out I have an allergy to smoke anyway, so it would have been bad. But that's what I got from that little scene. And now I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna do the big end spoiler that I need to talk about. I think it's hilarious. But I don't want, if you don't want spoilers, then I don't want to unload that on you. So real quick, I'm gonna do my end spiel, and yeah. Okay. Ready? So, I'm about to go to the library after this video, and I'm taking this book back to the library. It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Look at these pictures. Called Around the World in 80 Plants. And there's pictures on every page. It's different plants, and it talks about historical facts about them and how they were used in like the 1800s, and it was such a good book. Like, this is going to be on my to-buy list. I finished volume 5 of Fruit Baskets, so volume 6 is going to be picked up today. I went on the app and put it on for hold. And I gotta take back Flower Heart. This is also on my to-buy list because it was so good. And then I have to take back the Emotions book. These books are super cute. These are on our wish list. There's little flaps that talk about the different emotions on each page, like excited and curious and tired and happy and angry. And I'm taking this one back today, but we're getting opposites. So that's exciting. So not only are the kids learning about different emotions, but they're learning about the Pokemon, and the Pokemon names have the little, how you say them, because I don't know how to say them. Here, you can have it back now. Here, you can have it back now. I am currently reading Agatha Christie's Sinister Spring. It's pretty good so far. I'm not too far in. And I'm reading A Wrinkle in Time. I'm also only a chapter into this one. So stay tuned for me talking about those. Dude! I have some other books off the list, but I'm not reading them yet. And I think the next book that I'm going to listen to might be. Might be Fairy Tale. I'm not positive yet. But if I decide before I edit this video, I'll put a little thingy somewhere. Don't forget that you can get the link to these 2 reading challenges in the description below, along with all of the books that I have talked about here. And I don't think I have anything else to talk about at this moment, so if you don't want spoilers, you can pause the video and go down below and comment if you want to comment, and then click off, and then you don't have to worry about the spoiler. I have to talk about the end of this book. So, if you're leaving, I'll see you on my next video, and if you're staying, I'm going to take a drink and then we're going to talk. Are you okay? You want me to take your hair down? Do you need a hug? Okay. Oh, use you. Okay. So the end of this book was kind of funny to me because the fact that he did all this traveling and he got to the spot and he had the dream about, you know, what the place that makes you fall to your knees crying will be the place that you find your treasure. So he's digging, and he gets there after, being... Hey, I need that open just a little bit. After getting his money stolen, and then becoming the wind, and then being with the alchemist, and the alchemist turns makes gold, and he has the gold bar, and he's like, okay, and he gets to the place, and he starts digging, because, he sees the sight of the pyramids makes him fall to his knees crying, and he's like, this is the spot, and he's so excited, and then he gets robbed, and they make him keep digging, thinking he was burying something. You want to get down? You can get down. You want me to keep holding you? Okay. And the funny, it's so funny because then it's not funny that they beat him, but after they beat him, one of the guys was like, yeah, I had a dream once, and he tells about the dream about, there being money back under a tree where he used to go all the time, where he pretty much used to, raise his sheep. I was like, that whole time he could have just dug under the tree? What? What? So then he travels all the way back, and he doesn't curse the alchemist, but he says something, out loud, he's like, you knew all along, I didn't have to get beat to, you knew where it was, and the wind brings the alchemist's message back, and he's like, yeah, but then you wouldn't have learned. You wouldn't have grown. And I was like, oh, that is so sweet, but at the same time, and then it talks about, he gets a kiss from the wind, which was from his love back where he met the alchemist and all that, and he's like, it was the first time she's ever done that. And then he talks about going back to her with all his money, and that's it was a sweet ending, but at the same time I was like, sometimes you have to leave and to learn Sometimes you have to leave and go through hardships before you grow up and you learn important things. And I was like, that is a sweet story. And I listened to it twice, because the first time I listened to it, I only half listened to it. Like, I was like in the shower and, scrolling through Facebook. And then the second time I sat and I worked a puzzle. And we worked puzzles. And it's like, this is such a sweet book. Like, more people need to listen to this. So that is all I have to say about this book. This one's getting tired. She wants to go to the library. We need to go to the library. And, yeah. So, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you had a favorite part of the book, stop, please. It's loud. Hey, I need you to stop. It's loud on the screen. If you liked this book, let me know in the comments below. If you had a favorite part, please put it in the comments below. But make sure you do like the little asterisk, spoiler, tab down, and then leave your spoiler. And if you have any suggestions of coffee drinks or dairy-free drinks, or books that I might like, or books that she might like, let me know in the comments. And subscribe. I always forget what I'm supposed to be saying. Subscribe, so that you know when I make new videos or when I post new videos, because sometimes I make videos and then I forget to post them. Or my editing process stops working. Like, I edit it and then it doesn't upload, and I'm like, or it doesn't export. It doesn't export. I don't know. Lingo. Words. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Share this video, because this was a cute book, and I think that everyone needs to know about it, because I had been seeing it in stores for years. This book is old. This book is from like 1918. I don't remember. Hold on. This book was written in 1988. So, yeah, but I feel like everyone needs to read this one or listen to it. So, share this video. Also, sharing is caring. Can you say sharing is caring? Hey, say sharing is caring. You're not going to say it? Okay. That's all I have to say. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!